This whole thing tonight has been an absolute disaster. Okay, forget the intro. Hi, it's Nick. Right, I've just come off the back of a terrible live stream which totally went wrong. The internet went down in the house. So I thought I would just record a very impromptu video from the behind the scenes look of my live stream. So today's topic was, where is my notes, new Chaos 40k, not another, Chaos Codex 2019. So that is the subject. So Games Workshop have just released the Chaos Codex Mark II, and from my point of view, it's like, really, not another codex? Now I know a lot of people are very happy with the release, and let's face it, Chaos have got a lot of love recently. We've had some awesome new miniatures. We've had Abaddon, the new Marines, the Obliterators, the Nightcrawler, Terminators, Havocs, Lord of Discordant, and recently some new characters. Now I know that a lot of the rules for these new models are in the campaign books, the Vigilus books, and also some chapter approved 2018 rules as well, and updates. So Games Workshop have decided to put all of those rules where you currently need 3 books and put them into one book, and made the Mark II Codex. Seems like quite a good move, doesn't it? On a side note, where are the rules going to be for the new characters? Because I'm not really sure about that. So I decided to make this video because, well, I have a Chaos Army, or I'm making a Chaos Army, but I'm yet to play it. Now I started making my Chaos Army in, well, I actually started in 2017, but I started thinking about it in 2016. And I went out and I purchased a Chaos Codex, like you do when you start a new army. I believe this is the 7th edition Codex, and I bought this for inspiration for the artwork, have a look at some of the rules. I didn't know which Chaos Guard I was going to go for, and it was from this Codex and some personal inspiration that I decided to go for Emperor's Children for Slaanesh. Now of course, Games Workshop released 8th edition, and we had the index for Codex Chaos. Index Chaos. So of course I bought this because I was just building my army and I wanted to make sure that my models were going to be WYSIWYG, have the right amount of models in each unit, etc. I don't really know a great deal about Chaos, to be fair. And then of course, just like all of the other armies, we then got an 8th edition Codex, which of course I went out and bought. So I had this one, and it's been very useful. I've been building my Noise Marines using this Codex, and to be fair, one of the reasons why I purchased this Codex was also because I was making my Saved by Slaanesh series of videos, and I needed some content, so I bought this and I made some videos about the different units in it. However, there's now a Mark II. Now I haven't bought the Mark II yet, and I'm not sure I'm going to, because although all of the new units which have come out are all pretty awesome, I'm not sure I'm actually going to use them for my army. Maybe the Nightcrawler, possibly. I don't know. I don't really know which direction I'm taking my Noise Marines at the moment, but the vision is basically the 36 Noise Marines, and then lots of demons. So I want demon princesses, demon princes. I want the Keeper of Secrets, lots of demonettes, seekers, basically a demon army, but backed up by Noise Marines. I potentially might have a vehicle with some possessed or chosen. I'm told chosen are better, but probably maybe an assault element of actual Marines. But primarily the army is really about demons, but the Noise Marines are there. So I doubt I will get many of the new models. Now, of course, we've got, just literally about to be announced, the new FAQs. Now, this new Codex version 2, which has come out to simplify where you guess all your rules, is literally going to be out of date in probably a week's time when the new FAQs come out, and you'll need the FAQs as well. Now, of course, just needing that new Codex and the FAQs isn't as bad as needing 4 books and the FAQs, but the point is that books just go out of date so quickly now, don't they? Now, if you've been following my channel for some time, you know I actually like books. I like the Codex. It's nice to look at, it's great to have on the shelf. I can flick through, I can look at the artwork. If I'm so inclined, I can read the fluff, the background, etc. Books are very nice, but when you've got a lot of armies to collect, can be very expensive, especially if you're not actually using those armies, and then all of a sudden there's a new codex and you've got an old book. Have you wasted your money or not? I'm starting to think that maybe the digital codex isn't so bad after all. Now, I don't actually know anything about digital codexes. I've never had one, but I'm assuming you get automatic updates. Is that correct? If so, that would be great. So, I mean, I don't know. If I had this as a digital version, would I automatically get the version 2? I feel I should. Or do I have to buy it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments box below. But either way, it's also making me think a little bit deeper. Are we going to see version 2 of all of the codexes updating all of the rules? It's a clever way, isn't it? I know that 8th edition is simpler, dumbed down. Certainly from a rule set of the basic rules, you know, without the universal special rules, etc., it is definitely a lot simpler. But I think also 8th edition probably has the most depth of any edition in terms of, let's say, strategic depth. You know, working out how to play your army, all the nuances of stratagems and command points and list building. It's very interesting times, I feel, for 40k. So, yeah, what do you think? Do you think we'll have version 2 books, codexes of all of these, all of the armies? Let me know in the comments box below. So I'm going to look at my notes, which is what I would do in a live stream. So yeah, I haven't bought the book, already have those. Okay, so new book, won't have the FAQs, I've said that. Is it worth buying? So yeah, is it worth me actually buying this new version 2 codex as an Emperor's Children player? Bearing in mind, the rumour is that maybe we might even receive a new Emperor's Children codex, specific codex. That would be pretty cool. Whether we would get new Noise Marines, I don't know how much love Emperor's Children would get from that direction. Judging from what we've seen so far, sort of the Black Legion, it makes sense. It's quite a universal chaos faction, and you know, everyone can have Black Legion in their chaos army, can't they? So it sort of makes sense. And it's interesting how some armies have been skipped quite a lot when it comes to new models. In particular, yes, of course, Necrons, who just got a new Cryptek, and that was it. We didn't even get dice. We didn't even get dice. I'm not bitter about that at all. But yeah, some armies have been skipped totally, and Chaos Marines have obviously got a lot of love, and potentially I suppose they needed it, down to the fact that obviously GW put so much effort into the Primaris Space Marines that Chaos really have to come in line with that range of models, so it sort of makes sense. Now I've got an old Abaddon model, which, well, to be fair, I wasn't going to use it as Abaddon anyway. I was going to convert it into maybe some sort of Lord for my Emperor's Children army. But of course now we've got that brand new, pretty awesome looking Abaddon model. What am I going to do with my old model? I suppose I could still convert it, but it's very interesting when a new model comes out. Does that old model, now bearing in mind that my model is still sealed in the ballista packs, not even opened, does that model go up in value or does it go down in value now there's a brand new model? I think it does depend on the sculpt. The new sculpt is pretty awesome. I doubt many will want the old one now, so I think it probably will go down in value at this moment in time. Maybe in the distant future it might be more valuable. But either way, I haven't got, I don't collect the models because of value, not at all. I collect the models because of the love of the hobby. So I will probably still just convert that model. And of course we've had all of the Slanesh releases as well. Now admittedly that's Age of Sigmar, but obviously we can use that in 40k as well. And I made a video on the new models, however I just thought I would update you. I've had a good look at that Keeper of Secret models, and I'm judging from the pictures, it looks as if I could easily sculpt a boob on that model on, well, the model's left hand side, this side. My Demon Princess has one on this side, so it would make good sense if it was on the other side, and it seems the way the model is, I think I could get a boobie in there as well, and I think it needs a boobie. So I'm going to do that when I get my one. But yeah, again, awesome models, and of course Chaos models as well. So do you think there'll be demonettes? If there is an Emperor's Children Codex, will we get new demonettes? I know lots of people aren't that keen on the new demonettes. I think they look pretty good, to be fair. They are fairly old models though, aren't they? So I'd love to know, what do you think? Do you think we'll get new demonettes? Do you think we'll get new Noise Marines? Now, as I said, this video was supposed to be a live chat, and I would have the live chat stream, interaction with you guys, the comments basically, which I could read of, and we could bounce between each other and have a good conversation. Usually my live streams last about an hour, but of course that isn't going to happen. So let me know your thoughts on the new Chaos Codex release in the comments box below, and I'll see you in the next video. Beam me up!